We've seen a lot of great phones in 2018 that have managed to pass a stringent test and come out with flying colors. We have the usual suspects, along with some rather unsuspecting ones that have managed to wow us with their performance and versatility. Now, all the phones that we've chosen have been reviewed by us and have ranked pretty high in our rating scale. So without further ado, let's check out some of the best phones in 2018 in no particular order. Huawei saved the best for last with a masterstroke of a phone, which is the Mate 20 Pro. The phone launched in October and only made its way to India last month, but boy was it worth the wait. If we had to pick a near-perfect smartphone in 2018, then the Mate 20 Pro easily makes the cut. In fact, apart from the slightly inconsistent fingerprint sensor, it's really hard to find fault with this phone. It features a gorgeous display, excellent build quality, a powerful CPU, and a very versatile trio of rear cameras. It's also the only phone right now that can wirelessly charge other phones. How's that for a headlining feature? At Rs 69,990, it also offers the best value as far as flagships go. Google hit the mark with its third attempt at a flagship phone. The Pixel 3 XL and the Pixel 3 boast of a more modern design compared to last year's models, but more importantly, they've managed to improve an already awesome set of cameras. However, the real star of the show in the Pixel phones has always been the software, and this year, Android 9 Pie really shines. From its intuitive UI features to cool camera modes like Night Sight, which completely changes the way we think of low-light photography. The phones themselves offer incredible performance, excellent build and battery life. The Pixel 3 starts at 71,000 rupees, while the Pixel 3 XL starts at 83,000 rupees. Apple rarely has a dull year with its iPhones, but in 2018, the new iPhone XS and the XS Max offer a significant upgrade over last year's iPhone X. Although both generations might look very similar, the iPhone XS Max is a bigger version of the iPhone XS, featuring the largest display Apple has ever shipped on a phone till date. It's also the first phone to ship with the company's first 7nm SoC, the A12 Bionic. But perhaps the biggest change comes in the form of a brand new primary camera. The bigger pixel size improves low-light performance greatly, and the new Smart HDR feature captures much better dynamic range and colors in daylight. Like most Apple products, you will be paying through your nose for these phones. The iPhone XS starts at 99,900 rupees, while the iPhone XS Max starts at a price of 1,09,900 rupees. Believe it or not, people still love using the stylus with their smartphone, which is why Samsung's Galaxy Note 9 is still going strong. In 2018, Samsung has elevated the S Pen experience by adding Bluetooth support, so you can do things like remotely trigger the camera shutter for a group selfie. Battery life is still solid, the display is still easily one of the best in the business, and the cameras have been tweaked to deliver more neutral colors, which was a slight issue we had with the Galaxy S9 series. As premium as a phone looks and feels though, there's no getting around the fact that it's quite heavy and bulky to carry around. The Samsung Galaxy Note 9 starts at a price of 67,900 rupees for the 128GB model. OnePlus has earned its reputation of being a disruptor in the smartphone space, and in 2018, we got its finest offering yet. The OnePlus 6 launched in May this year, and with it, brought the power of Qualcomm's finest mobile chip at a relatively affordable price. It also offers excellent build quality, smooth performance, and has one of the best Android skins around. However, less than 6 months later, we have a little refresh in the form of the OnePlus 6T, which offers refinements like a bigger battery, a smaller notch, and an in-display fingerprint sensor, but at the cost of losing the 3.5mm headphone socket. One can still buy the OnePlus 6 on Amazon for around 34,999 rupees, while the price of the OnePlus 6T starts at 37,999 rupees. The Asus Zenfone 5Z is a response to the OnePlus 6, which not only matches it in pretty much every possible way, but the icing on the cake is that it costs a lot less. It offers the same powerful Qualcomm SoC, useful software features, superb build and design, very competent cameras, and ships with some pretty good earphones in the box too. The Asus Zenfone 5Z starts at a price of 29,999 rupees. Samsung's Galaxy S line has always been reliable as far as flagships go, and this year, the Galaxy S9 and the S9 Plus are no exception. The one thing that really grabs your attention is how good they look and feel in your hand. We also have to give props to Samsung for not falling prey to the whole notch trend and sticking to a design that has worked well for it in the past. Both phones offer excellent features, battery life, snappy performance, killer displays, and great cameras. These two are also the first phones to feature a physically variable aperture in a phone camera. The bigger Plus model will get you a second telephoto camera for optical zoom, slightly better battery life, and of course a bigger display. The Samsung Galaxy S9 starts at a price of 57,900 rupees, while the S9 Plus starts at a price of 64,900 rupees. Xiaomi has launched a couple of landmark phones which have changed the landscape of the mainstream segment. The Redmi Note 3 was one such phone that comes to mind, and in 2018, we have another killer smartphone called the Redmi Note 5 Pro. This was the first phone to debut Qualcomm's Snapdragon 636 SoC, a chip that's now easily found in many top-ranking smartphones in the 15,000 rupee segment. If you can look past Xiaomi's bloated custom skin that's MIUI, there's a lot to like here. The phone has a great display, very good build, a good set of cameras, and at the time offered the best value any budget shopper could ask for. Despite Xiaomi rolling out the Redmi Note 6 Pro, the Redmi Note 5 Pro is still going strong at a starting price of 13,999 rupees. After seeing the massive success that was the Redmi Note 5 Pro, Asus decided to try its hand at the same formula and deliver a winning smartphone. The Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 excels when it comes to the build and design, has a bright and vibrant display, good cameras, speedy performance, and best of all, starts at 10,999 rupees, thereby undercutting Xiaomi's offering. A few months later, Asus also launched a new version of the phone with 6GB of RAM and upgraded front and rear cameras, which is priced at 14,999 rupees. The Huawei P20 Pro was the first phone to launch with 3 rear camera sensors, which really set the ball rolling for many of the flagship phones to come. The big highlight is the 40 megapixel primary sensor, which delivers amazing pictures under pretty much any lighting condition. It also has a monochrome sensor to help out with details and a telephoto sensor for some optical zoom action. More than the cameras though, the phone also feels incredibly premium, has a feature-rich Android skin, and good overall performance. The smartphone is currently selling at 59,999 rupees on Amazon, but honestly, with the Mate 20 Pro around, we'd recommend just ponying up the extra cash and getting that instead. The Nokia 7 Plus is an incredibly likable smartphone and packs in all the necessities one would expect from a 26,000 rupee smartphone without shortchanging you. Even though it lacks a notch, the design still looks very good and it feels every bit as premium as its higher-end siblings. It also packs in a powerful processor, is part of the Android One program which guarantees timely updates, and has a decent camera to boot. Besides its staple flagship duo, Apple has launched its affordable iPhone XR with a starting price of 76,900 rupees. Now size-wise, the phone sits in between the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Max, and due to this, it enjoys a bigger battery compared to the XS. While it shares many of the main features with its more premium siblings, like the processor and the cameras, it ditches the stainless steel body for an aluminium one, a lower resolution LCD display in place of an OLED one, and doesn't have a telephoto camera. LG took its time in getting the G7 Plus Think to India, but when it did it with a ridiculously good price. At 39,990 rupees, it now competes directly with the OnePlus 6T and offers flagship level features too, like wireless charging and IP68 waterproofing, two things that the OnePlus 6T still lacks. It also has a good display, a very loud speaker, above average cameras, and reliable all-round performance. So these are some of our picks of what we thought were some of the best phones in 2018. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And like always, for everything tech, log on to Gadgets360.com.